Hello student, welcome to my physics class of chapter motion in a plane. In this video we are discussing projectile motion. In this we will learn equation of projectile, equations of path of projectile, time of flight, maximum height and range, maximum range and range for complement angle of projections. Let us start this video. What do you think about projectile? Projectile, an object that is in flight after it being thrown or projected, is called projectile, right? When we throw any object, that object is in flight. So this is called projectile, right? When body move under an acceleration whose direction is always parallel to the direction of initial velocity of a body, then magnitude of velocity of a body changes with time, but direction remain constant. Direction does not change. So such type of motion is called straight line motion, that we have studied in previous chapters, right? Example of straight line motion is when we throw a ball vertically upward or drop it downward. Then it performs a straight line motion under the vertical gravitational acceleration, right? But when a body moves under an acceleration whose direction is different from direction of initial velocity, then both the magnitude and direction of its velocity change with time. Hence, body covers a curved path. And this type of motion is called projectile motion, right? So the motion of projectile is in flight after it is being thrown or projected is called projectile motion, right? Example of projectile motion are that we see in our daily life: ball kicked by player. When player kicked the ball covered a curved path, right? So this is a projectile motion. Ball hit by a bat into the air. Example of projectile. Bullet fired from a gun is also example of projectile, right? The path of projectile is curved. It is known as its trajectory. Okay. The motion of bullet shot from the gun, motion of rocket after burn out, motion of bomb dropped from the aeroplane, motion of a ball thrown in horizontal direction, the motion of ball after hitting the bat. These are example of projectile motion. Projectile motion can always be resolved into two simple motion. One horizontal and other one is vertical direction. And these two motions are completely independent from each other. When we throw any object which making angle theta with the horizontal and it moves like this, so it has two motion in vertical direction and in horizontal direction, right? When we see at this point, it has two component in horizontal direction and vertical direction. And this point, it has two component, vertical or horizontal, right? And we also see that in vertical direction and horizontal direction, acceleration due to gravity, there is no acceleration in horizontal direction. So Ax is 0 in horizontal direction, and acceleration in y direction is acceleration due to gravity, right? It can be understood as the result of two separate simultaneously occurring component of motion along x-axis and y-axis, as we have discussed. The component along the horizontal direction is without acceleration. Component along the vertical direction is with constant acceleration under the influence of the gravity. Right? And in projectile motion, we neglect air resistance. Since air resistance acting on the projectile is very small, so that's why we neglect it. And it should be noted here that friction force, viscous force, and all air resistance are all dissipative forces. If one or more of these forces are acting upon the object, they oppose the motion of the object, right? An object lose some part of its initial velocity and hence momentum. This affects its trajectory, its range, and maximum height attained. So thus we do not consider the effect of air resistance in our calculation. As a result, velocity component in horizontal direction does not change, and the acceleration due to gravity remains constant at every point during the motion of the projectile. Now write the equations of projectile motion. Suppose that the projectile is launched with velocity v naught that makes an angle theta naught with the x-axis as shown in this figure. Right? The acceleration acting on the projectile is due to the gravity, which is directed vertically downward. So acceleration is given by a equal to ax plus ay. Right? Ax is 0 and ay is minus g. Right? So a equal to minus gj. Axi plus ayj. Okay? So a equal to minus gj, where ax equal to 0 and ay equal to minus g. Component of velocity are along x direction, v naught axis v naught cos theta naught, and in y direction v naught sin theta naught, right? So we can write v naught x equal to v naught cos theta naught and v naught y equal to v naught sin theta naught. If the initial position is taken as the origin O, then at O x is 0, y is 0, so x naught is 0 and y naught is 0 at point O. And equation is x equal to x naught plus v naught xt plus half axt square. Okay. This equation becomes x equal to v naught xt, where x naught equal to 0 and ax equal to 0. So x equal to v naught x into t, which is equal to v naught cos theta naught into t, right? And y equal to y naught plus v naught yt plus half ayt square, which becomes y equal to v naught sin theta naught t minus half gt square. The component of velocity at time t. At time t, Vx equal to v naught x plus axt, right? At time t, velocity component in x direction is Vx equal to v naught x plus ax into t, which becomes v naught x is v naught cos theta naught and ax is 0, right? And vy equal to v naught y plus ayt, which becomes vy equal to v naught sin theta naught minus gt, right? So this is the figure of the projectile. See in this figure, suppose body is projected up with initial velocity v naught in a direction making angle theta naught with the horizontal. Let O be the point. O be the point of projection of a body, and OX and OY the horizontal and vertical axis. Right? Resolving V naught in horizontal and vertical component. V naught in x direction is V naught cos theta naught, and in y V naught sin theta naught. Right? The body moves under the constant gravitational acceleration, acting vertically downward. Therefore, the horizontal velocity ux remain unchanged throughout the motion. Right? So after some time, after time t, object reaches at this point. At this point, velocity component Vx is V naught cos theta naught and Vy is V naught sin theta naught minus gt. And after some time it reaches its maximum height, maximum point. So at this point Vy equal to 0, it has only Vx, x component of velocity, which is V naught cos theta naught, right? And after this it is coming down. So at this point velocity component is V naught cos theta naught in x direction, and in y vertical direction minus V naught sin theta naught minus gt, right? And object reaches finally at this point. At this point velocity component in x direction V naught cos theta naught, and in y direction minus V naught sin theta naught, right? So the horizontal component of velocity remain constant throughout the motion, but the vertical component reduces to 0 at its peak of the path. At its peak of the path reduces to 0. At this point Vy is 0, right? And again increases in the opposite direction. Magnitude of velocity of the projectile at any instant t is given by, see in this diagram, at any instant t. At any instant t, velocity component is given by, in x direction V naught cos theta naught, and in y direction V naught sin theta naught minus gt, right? Using parallelogram law of vector addition. So resultant of this vector is given by Vt is this, using parallelogram law of vector addition, which is equal to Vt equal to root V naught cos square theta plus in bracket V naught sin theta naught minus gt whole square, right? The direction of velocity of the projectile at that instant is given by, see in this figure, if resultant makes angle beta with V naught cos theta naught, right? With consider this point as, suppose this is P, this is Q. Vt makes angle beta with PQ. So tan beta is given by V naught sin theta minus gt upon V naught cos theta naught, right? So the resultant is along the tangent drawn to the trajectory of the projectile at this point. Equation of path of projectile. The shape of the path of projectile can be found by the mathematical equations from equation x equal to V naught cos theta into t, t equal to x upon V naught cos theta naught, y equal to V naught sin theta naught t minus half gt square. Put the value of t from this equation in this equation, right? So this equation becomes y equal to V naught sin theta naught in bracket x upon V naught cos theta naught minus half g x upon V naught cos theta naught whole square, right? On solving this equation, we have y equal to tan theta naught x minus g upon 2 v naught x v naught cos theta square into x square. Since g, theta naught and v naught are constant, so the above equations is in the form of y equal to ax minus b x square, where a is tan theta naught and b is equal to g upon 2 in bracket v cos theta naught square. And this is equation of parabola, right? So we can say the path of projectile is parabolic, right? Path of projectile is parabolic. I hope these points are clear to you. Projectile motion and the path of projectile. Path of projectile is parabolic. In next video, we will discuss about time of flight, height of projectile, and range of projectile. Okay. Thank you.